Here is a very common situation for coaches struggling to acquire clients. Now, they have a path to go through their website to apply for their coaching program, and people go and actually fill up the application form, but then this person doesn't book a discovery call with that coach. Now, most of the coaches at this point assume that they have not enough interest and they decide to do nothing, because the only way that it can go through is to actually book a call with them. Now, let me tell you that while you are right on that, they might not have enough interest. There is a reason they have not enough interest, and I'm gonna tell you right away, and it is a mistake, just to leave it right there, because some people might actually come back to the funnel or come back to your path if you do the right way, if you apply the right flow. So that is what I'm going to talk about this video. So who am I to tell you this, right? So my name is Jorson. I have 65 years of experience in marketing and automation. I have worked with coaches in the past, with local businesses, with startups, and I have a vast of experience that can help you achieve your goals as a coach. So here is what I'm talking about here is what I talk about in this channel. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Why people lose or don't have enough interest when they fill up the application form. And the reason for that it is not because they just don't have time, but it's mostly happen because the pain is not strong enough yet at this moment. So their pain is not that strong enough for them to justify having a call with you, spending time with you, and explaining you why they are struggling with X, Y, Z. So they don't see the value on that, and if they don't see the value on having a call with you, they definitely won't see the value on paying some specific type of money for them to solve that problem. There are some ways to actually get them to know that value, and not only that, but to actually enhance that pain, which will help them not only to book a call with you, but also to acquire your coaching program. And I'm going to show you the exact sequence that I send to people when they drop off at this point. So without further ado, let's have a look at that. Let's go to my screen. All right, guys. So just to do a recap, what we are right now in this funnel, in this acquisition map. So we are right now at this moment where someone fill up an application, and then someone try to book a calendar because they went to the calendar page and they actually didn't book a calendar. So the follow-up flow that we are talking about today is gonna be right this one. So there is this flow and there is some kind of webinar thing over there. I'm going to explain it to you right now. But if you want to see the whole trust building acquisition system, you can watch my other videos where I actually explain the whole thing. This is just focus on this part. And this is how the follow-up sequence looks like. So we are going to assume that we are going to do a 2 weeks follow-up sequence, but it can definitely be only 1 week. And I just wouldn't like to do that many emails in this sequence, only because they are also going through the welcome series at this moment as well at the same time. So we don't want to overload them with emails and therefore affect our deliverability. So this is the sequence that I recommend, and it makes sense in a way that it addresses the real reason why people are actually dropping off after filling up the application form, which we say that it is the fact that the interest is not the pain is not high enough for them to actually commit into a call, and even less to pay you money. So how do we get this pain higher and stronger and get that interest back? So first of all, we start with the first email, which is something very easy, something that it might remind you to the checkout sequence or to the cart abandonment sequence where you have an e-commerce, which is like something like you forgot something. So you can say something like that at this point. and just to make sure that if it is a person who thought they have applied for the program but they didn't get a call, just for them to make sure that they actually need to book a call in order to fill up the full application. So this is just because of that. There is nothing special for this, but then what we are going to do is to wait 1 day, and in the day 3 we are going to send them a value stack block. So this value stack block have the main role of increasing that pain, and what we are going to do here is to choose a specific pain, the pain that you actually are solving, the main pain, the strongest pain that you're actually solving in your coaching program or in your service, and we are going to talk about it in a way that it's going to be increases. So the goal for you here is to give them value, to get them acknowledge their pain and actually give them value, but give them some kind of solution inside there. And on the way, you are going to remind them that they are still have time to book a call, because in the first email we told them that we are storing their application for 2 weeks. While doing this 2-week thing, what it allows us is to add some scarcity and mostly some urgency at the end, so we are making sure that the most people possible are actually coming back to the funnel, to the path. Now here what we are going to do after this value stack email is that we wait 2 days, and then on day 6 we come back with another strong email, which is about a case study. So this case study should be about the pain, the main pain that we talk here, but in this case we don't only talk about what the solution is, we are going to talk about how we help this person who was struggling with this problem, like you, achieve where the point where you want to be at this moment. This is what we are going to do in this case, and again it's going to be enhancing or increasing the pain that this person might feel in order for them to book the call that you want them to book. Now here we wait another 2 days, and then we go into our week 2, and we start with an email which is going to be about a story. Those story emails are very, very strong, very powerful, and especially if they are personal stories. So if it's one of your personal stories, you can definitely add them here, and they are going to be very powerful. That's going to increase also your credibility and the trust that they have over you. But if you don't have a specific personal story over that specific pain, you can also use a pain from a previous client. So a previous client who have you a testimonial or have told you a story in a video or writing about that specific pain and how you solve them, how you help them solve that pain, then definitely add that story over here. It is very important. So that story, it is about one person have this pain, then they found you, and then they solve that pain thanks to you. If it is a personal story, you have to talk about how do you have the pain, what is that something that you discover, and after that something that you discover, you solve the pain, and you are in the decided position of most people at this point. Okay, so again here we left 2 days pass over, so we wait 2 days, and in day 5 of week 2, if they haven't still come back to the calendar and book a call at this point after all this, what we are going to do, and this is something that works very well at this point, it is to link them to a training or a webinar. This could be either live or recorded, and probably if it is recorded at this point, it is better because they are going to receive the value much faster. Don't make 1 hour webinars or 1 hour training. Just keep it up between 10 and 20 minutes, and that's it. No more, no less. Your goal is for them to watch as much of this as possible, so they spend time with you. They keep feeding on that pain that is being increased, and at the end of this training or at the end of the webinar, you made the call to action. The call to action, which is going to be to book a call with you straight away to finish that loop, and not only leaving the application field, but also the call. That is what you want to achieve here. So don't skip the webinar. It is very powerful. If you don't have a webinar, you can also use another value stack block. However, definitely I recommend you to do some sort of video or record something for this day, because the difference is going to be brutal. Okay, so now what we are going to do here is to leave it for one day, and then on day 7 of week 2, we come back with our last email of this sequence, which is going to be an urgency block. So remember that here at the beginning, we told them that the application will be stored for 2 weeks. Here we are going to tell them that they have 24 hours to book a call, otherwise they will have to fill out again the application and stuff like that. So this is only for the stack or urgency. And also reminding, it's not only going to be about urgency, it's also going to be about reminding them the pain. And if they want to solve the pain faster, they just have to book a call right now with you. That's it. Okay, so those are the 6 emails of this sequence. And if you have something like that in your acquisition system, like in this point where someone fill out the form and then go to the calendar page, but they do not book a call, then this follow-up email flow is going to have the power to bring them back into the system, which is what you really want. That's it for today. I hope you have received a lot of value, and you hope it have helped you solve this specific problem. If you receive that value, please like and subscribe, and also make a comment. Not only will help me a lot, but I would love to know you. I would love to know who you are, the person who are watching, who are behind the camera, who are at the other side of the camera watching these videos. What are the things that you are struggling with? Are those videos helping you? Please let me know. I want to know everything. And that's it for today. Stay tuned for my channel, because I will post more content like this. See you next time, and ciao pescado. Bye bye.